Come in.
Hi.
Hi.
Helen Dinkel with ADP.
How are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Let me introduce you to Sage Thompson, our
Hi.
HR manager, and this is Charlie Miller.
Nice to meet you
He's
guys.
our government relations officer.
Okay, great.
Welcome. Please have a seat.
All right, thank you very much.
Great to see you again.
It's good to see you as well.
Thank you.
All right, so before we get started, I want to go ahead and give you guys all my business cards.
Okay.
So here you are.
Thank
There's
you.
3 of them.
Appreciate that.
Feel free to contact me if you guys have any questions in relation to anything at all throughout, talking with ADP.
Great.
So,
Thank you for that.
All right, so before we get started, would anybody else benefit from sitting in on our meeting today?
So, Helen, just to give you an update,
Okay.
as we discussed in our last meeting,
Yes.
I came back to the board, and we discussed all the high-level points that were made in the earlier call. The board suggested that both Charlie and Sage sit in on this meeting with me,
All right.
and we go through final details for clarification, and then they've empowered us to make a decision today, one way or the other, based upon what we hear.
All right.
So all the right people are in the room.
All right, sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
Perfect. Glad everybody's here to make the decision.
That's
We
right.
can get going on this.
This is the group.
All right, so I just wanted to say, first of all, that I really love what you guys are doing with the company. I was telling you in our last meeting how I volunteer through my church with a similar organization, and so I just really love combining, what I'm passionate about with my career. And so I just really appreciate what you guys are doing. I'm really excited to, move forward with you and really help your business grow, because I really am a true believer in what you guys are, working for.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely. So I want to be respectful of your time. Is about 14 minutes all right with you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So I've made an agenda today of kind of like what I want to cover. I want to recap the meeting that Mr. Dunn and I previously had, as well as show you how I feel that ADP can solve all of the main problems that we did discuss in our last meeting, as well as discuss implementation so that we can start adding value to your company as soon as possible.
Okay.
How does all that sound to you?
Great. Fire away.
All right, wonderful. So I wanted to go over what we discussed and the 3 main concerns that we established in our last meeting. One of them was the payroll processing that you had to do at your own personal branch and how it was consuming so much of your time, and you were looking for a simpler solution so that you could allocate some of those hours that you were spending towards doing payroll to really helping people and doing what you were passionate about. And then as well as the tax compliance, how you were having to file your own taxes, and you felt that there could be some potential issues to come in the future because you weren't totally sure that you were doing them all right. And so that was one of the issues?
That's fair.
All right, and then time and labor management, because you were concerned that some of your employees were buddy punching, and including that you might have been overpaying on, overtime and some, paying your employees for hours that they did not work.
That's right.
All right, so then all of those sound accurate.
That sounds like a very solid recap of our last conversation.
All right, so then is there anything else that I should be aware of before we proceed with this meeting, or are those 3 points the main ones that we want to discuss?
Those are the main points, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, sounds like a plan then.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to talk about first was the payroll processing and the demo that I showed Mr. Dunn in the last meeting, because he was really impressed with how much time that it was going to save him when it came time for him to process his payroll. And he stressed that he wanted me to show you guys how that demo was done. Does that sound good to you guys? All right, so since Charlie, you did not do, so you did not do the demo this past time, so I'm going to go ahead and put you in the driver's seat, and we'll share and show it with Sage as well. So this is our ADP. Oh, you have one? Okay.
Yeah.
So then this is our ADP app that we have that you would be provided with if you were to sign on with our company. And I just want to show you guys how easy it is to process its payroll. It's a very simple solution to payroll processing, and I'm excited to show you. So if you want to go ahead and click on the payroll button right there for me. So this is kind of just the start page. If you were to have, we would come in and we would set you guys up, and you would have your Start Weekly payroll. So if you want to go ahead and click Start Weekly.
Right here?
No, this one up here.
Right here?
Yeah. Yep. And what this is going to do, it's going to take you to a page that sums up how you guys process your payroll. So I understand that it's biweekly, correct? Okay, so then we can change all of that in here. Or is this biweekly? No, it's each week, so it would be very easy to change that. And that's something that we would do when we would come in and implement it. And direct deposit is also an option on this. And
it is.
Yes, and you were saying that that's something that you were definitely interested in implementing.
Yeah, so as I look at this demo, and I see a lot of valuable things there, so just to recap for both of you, Charlie and Sage, so what we're talking about here is an automated time and attendance system, a mobile piece of technology, which is the product platform, where we can input payroll, and they would, in the back end, process the taxes, do the filings and deposits, and through their HR system, they're going to give us the ability to do better screens on potential employees, right? Okay. Is that? But this is the core of that system, correct?
This is the core of that, exactly.
So right off the bat, all cards on the table. when I first conceptually presented that to the team, first thing out of everyone's mouth was what?
How much is it going to cost?
It sounds like a very expensive proposition.
Okay. So then price is
and that is
a big
at the
concern.
core of our concerns right now, and I want to tell you that up front. This looks great, and there's no question in our minds that ADP can address our problems.
All right.
But the nature of our business, we're a not-for-profit, tight budget. It's just the elephant in the room. So I want to bring that up with you now and let you know that all of this could be in vain if we're talking about something that is exorbitant.
Okay. That is a very good point to make. I'm glad that you brought that up. And I actually want to continue to show you guys everything that ADP, just so I can, really show Charlie and Sage how much value it's going to add to your company. And I truly think that once we get through this entire process, and I actually know that I can save your company money.
Do you guys have every confidence that this product is going to be what you think it'll be?
Yeah. I'm sure it does.
Okay, so then do you want to go ahead and talk about it? All right, we can absolutely do that.
Let's go the demo, but I thank you for that. And I think it just provides clarity, and that's good.
No problem. We will move right along.
Yep.
So then, you know about the demo.
Yes.
You love the demo. And you know about time and labor management, as well as how ADP is going to take over all of your taxes for you. That's correct.
Yes.
We are going to do all of that, time and labor management. We have the employee automated fingerprints or badges. So then your main concern right now is pricing.
Yeah.
All of you guys agree.
So what does all this cost, Helen?
All right. All of this, what it's going to cost. Total for the year, I calculated. Biweekly payroll processing is going to be $175.50.
So biweekly. That's our charge for all services biweekly.
Yes.
Okay.
And then so I multiplied that by 26, correct? Because
$4,500.
Yes, $4,500.63 or $4,563.
Wow.
All right, so
wow.
That's a big concern.
I need to
for
react
you.
to this for a minute. That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But as you recall in your last meeting, Mr. Dunn, you did tell me that each week you thought that you were paying an extra about $200 to $300 overpaying your employees. Is that correct?
That's fair.
Right? Or each time that you did payroll, because they were, overcharging for hours, and they were logging in hours that they didn't actually work, and so you paid about $200 to $300 each week, or each payroll period extra.
For the buddy punching thing.
Yes, for the buddy punching thing.
That's a fair assessment.
Okay. So then what I did was I multiplied that by each time you process payroll, so 26 times you're spending an extra $200 to $300, correct?
Yeah.
So then what that came out to was $3,600 each time that you are going to, or pardon me, hold on. Employees are buddy punching. Let's just calculate this right now, actually. Let's go through it.
Yeah.
So you said $200 to $300 each week, correct? So we'll go on the low end. Biweekly, that's correct. So $200 biweekly
26
times 26, that comes out to $5,200. Were you aware of that?
I wasn't.
Okay. So then,
Let's say you're half right on that number.
so then what do you want to go with the number?
Let's say there's $2,500 worth of savings in it for us. Let's just be real conservative, because we're a not-for-profit. That's what we do.
Right?
Yeah.
I would cut all your estimations in half. So let's say there's $2,500 there for us.
$2,500 in savings?
Where else is the savings?
The savings is going to come from the time that you're going to be able to allocate towards these employees and towards helping people. You're really going to not have to spend those 7 hours that we agreed upon this last meeting, really processing payroll, doing those taxes each time that you process payroll. Those 7 hours that you spend, you're going to be able to allocate that to growing your business.
How about the taxes? What about that?
The taxes, that's, you guys have processed your own taxes, and so ADP is going to take care of all of that for you.
I don't know, guys. The next 3 months are going to be very, very hectic. And to go through a conversion forget about the cost for a second, just to go through a conversion the next 3 months.
Yeah, I just started 3 weeks ago and
I know.
just got up to speed on our payroll system now, changing something totally new. That's just going to add so much to my plate.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So you guys are concerned about how much time it's going to take to implement this?
It's cost, time to implement. And Charlie, you had some concerns too, right?
I mean, our donors can't continue to get new vendors every single time we think about things.
Yeah.
It's just not looking good so far.
We have a finite number of people that donate money to the organization, and
Right.
if we continue to buy new toys to run the business, there's going to be some questions about where the money is being allocated to, and that could potentially be a problem. So these are just concerns.
Right.
We just need some peace of mind here. Cost is the biggest issue.
So you're just concerned that basically if you invest with ADP and you let us run your payroll and do your taxes, that it's not going to be worth your money?
Without a hard dollar cost justification, it makes all those things tough.
Okay, so then let me show you some other features that ADP is going to offer if you were to, choose to go with us and do business with us and proceed.
Okay.
So this is a wheel here, and, the three things that ADP really focuses on is people management, cash flow management, and risk management. So we are going to be able to take away all those tax worries, all of that worrying about whether or not your employees are being honest with their time, so that you can just allocate all of your guys' time and energy on running this business and really helping people.
How do we save money by you doing our taxes?
Because it's going to take back so much of your time, and you're going to be able to allocate that towards really helping those people and growing your business.
Okay.
That's what I truly think.
Okay.
And I really think that you guys should allocate your time helping people and do what you came into this business to do, and then let me take care of your payroll so that you guys can allocate that time doing what you want. And so then in this wheel, as you can see, you get all of this HR support, including employee handbooks and getting job descriptions, and as well as HR outsourcing, time and labor management. All of these benefits are going to come because of this fee that you're going to pay, and you guys are going to be able to have such a peace of mind in terms of payroll, taxes, and employees.
Okay, so I buy into the savings with the buddy punching. Let's say we're halfway there. Let's call that $2,500 worth of opportunity for us. I feel like we need to see more. What do you think?
Yeah.
$4,500 is still, I don't see justification for it yet.
Yeah.
Okay, well then how much time do you think it's going to be worth that, how much is your guys' time going to be worth that you can allocate towards, really spending and helping these people like that you guys got into this business originally to do?
Guess what? We buy in. We buy in. We get that. And I think we all appreciate what these products would do for our quality of life. There's no question.
Okay.
I think when you deal with the stakeholders that we deal with in a non-for-profit, they deal in black and white. They deal in numbers. They deal in metrics. This is what we need to present in order to get this thing done. And I think we're talking about some things. There's $2,500 worth of opportunity that I've seen. I'm looking for more.
Well, what are you going to be able to use that $2,500 to do you think?
I mean, it'll cut the payroll cost in half, but we're still looking at an incremental of $2,000 to $2,500 a year.
Still missing.
For a not-for-profit.
Well, you said you got that funding from government and that you're going to be able to allocate your time elsewhere. So I just think that the time that this is going to save you and the amount of money that you will be saving is going to add up over the years.
Yeah. Yeah. So, buddy punching, taxes, screening, those are the areas, and obviously the payroll processing, those are the 4 areas that we see some value in.
Yes.
I just wonder if there's a way to attach some dollars to those other ones.
Some dollars to the other areas that we're going to be helping you out in?
Yeah.
So then you're talking about the saving money. I guess I'm kind of a little bit confused on.
Well, I think you did a nice job with, the buddy punching component and saying, like, hey, here's the math on this, $2,500 here. I just want to see where there's dollars in the other areas of need.
Okay, so then in the HR area and like the taxes area, thank you very much.
Money is everything here.
Right, I understand that.
Yeah.
So then in terms of the taxes, the time that you're what if you mess up on your taxes?
We have.
And then, so you have, and so that's taken away money from the government that
Yes.
you are having to pay extra that you don't need to be paying.
Yes.
So then if ADP were able to take care of all of those taxes and leave that worry off your mind and then save you some money in that area, that's a monetary value. That's worth something.
Penalties last year, how many did we
How many penalties did you guys have?
We had,
About 11K.
yeah.
Is that right?
All right, so then 11,000 plus the 2,500 that we'd be saving you, that's an extra $13,000 a year that you can allocate towards helping people.
That's something we could probably go to war with.
Yeah.
So what do you say? Is
Good.
ADP something that is going to be able to help you grow your business, help take this peace of mind and not worry about your taxes? I really think it's something that we could have a partnership, and when you buy in all of this package, you're also going to be getting me. I'm going to be able to be with you 24/7. ADP prides ourselves on having 24/7 helplines. So it's really about customer service, about saving you guys $1,300 every single year, potentially more if your business grows. What do you say?
I think we have a point to go to.
If you can save us money, I mean, you can look into it.
Okay, we'll move forward.
All right, wonderful. So when works for me to come and implement it so that we can get you guys trained and start adding value to your business as fast as possible?
And how long of an implementation period are we looking at?
About 2 days. I can have all of your employees trained. We can have it all done, and then you guys can move forward and start saving time and value.
Are you
What
comfortable?
works?
Are you comfortable?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. So next week or
Next week?
next week, you want to get in, we want to start adding value as soon as possible, don't we?
Yeah.
All right. Name the day and I'll be there.
Awesome.
Tuesday?
Tuesday. I will see
Tuesday.
you guys on Tuesday, and we will get going.
Okay,
All right, I look forward to it. Thank you so much.
thank you.